think most people think of diamonds as being white, but in fact diamonds occur in a wide variety of colours, and amongst the rarest are the blues.
If you take all the diamonds that are produced every year worldwide, you've got a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a percent that will be blue. And this particular case with this blue, it's not just the colour that is a top blue colour, it is also internally flawless, which makes it even more special.
Blue diamonds are found in very, very few places in the world, and the principal place is the Cullinan mine in South Africa.
Cullinan has to be one of the most famous mines in the world. Started in 1902, 1903, and of course a couple of years later they found the famous Cullinan diamond, which still today is the largest diamond that's ever been found, 3,106 carats, and it sits here in the Crown Jewels in the United Kingdom.
What's been exciting for me is that this is the first time we've had a stone directly from the mine. So we've been able to follow the process from the discovery of the rough through to the first stages of polishing, right the way through to the finished diamond.
For every 100 tons you dig, you get 40 carats. Now bear in mind, 1 carat is 0.2 of a gram. So it's minuscule. You move huge amounts of earth to get a very, very small quantity of diamonds.
When I first saw it in the rough, I sort of said, wow. But because quite often with blue diamonds, the colour doesn't come through straight away, because a lot of blue diamonds have quite a lot of grey in them. They're quite a steely material. But this stone in the rough was so clearly saturated with blue, and I sort of took a step back and thought, oh, that's something. I mean, that really is something.
I'm not a diamond cutter or polisher, so it's very difficult for people who aren't to look at a rough diamond and to know what's going to come out of it.
A good analogy is almost like a sculptor. When they see a piece of stone, they can imagine the figure that's going to come out of it.
South Africa does have a diamond cutting centre. It is small in comparison to the Indian cutting centres. It is small in comparison to Antwerp and Tel Aviv. However, there is the skill in South Africa to cut these special stones, and Cullinan is a South African mine. It sits in South Africa, so we felt it would be good to cut it in South Africa.
There's a process which we go through to decide how we're going to squeeze the maximum amount of good diamond out of the stone. We found where the best clean bit of diamond was, and we worked our way into that part of the stone. It's not quite a traditional 58 facet stone. It's got quite a number of extra facets above and beyond that. On the bottom, we've cut the stone to enhance the maximum refraction from the blue colour. From the top of the stone, it looks like an antique cushion, but we've added a bit more shape and softened it a little bit.
What this particular diamond has done is it's grabbed the imagination of the diamond world and of the jewellery world.
It's slept, for millions of years in the rock, and so its history begins now with the drop of the hammer, hopefully with somebody coming up with a wonderful name for it.
Whoever buys this blue will have the honour and privilege of naming it, and Cullinan has a history of allowing the buyers to do that. And you've had some of the world's most famous diamonds coming from there. The Taylor Burton diamond, the Onassis, the Niarchos, all came from Cullinan.
These are such incredibly rare pieces in relation to the world production of diamonds. I mean, they don't represent 1/100% of the world production of diamonds. So it's almost a separate, unique thing which is being auctioned here. It's just the most wonderful thing.